Hey there, this is Scott with Showing Austin. This is going to be a general overview of the DJI Fly app with the new DJI Flip that I've purchased after using the X1 Hover and the X1 Pro Max. I am floored with what you're getting with this controller and the software. I want to review the basic display with you. I took this out in downtown Austin, and I'm going to show you some of these controls without getting to the back end. Let's get started. The first thing I'm going to show you here, I'm in Cine mode, that's C mode. And I can also switch back and forth to normal mode, back to Cine mode. That is on the controller itself, not in the app. I'm choosing Cine mode for the slower pace from the start. More of a slow-mo, but kind of a cinematic slow-mo. You're gonna press and hold this button, this arrow up to take off. You'll see me kind of settling it in an area where it's gonna safely take off here. And once I take off, you then have your view here and I ascend. Now looking at the arrow here at the top in flight, I'll show you actually flying. And the bottom here, as the numbers ascend, you'll see the upper arrow at 90 some feet into 100. That's how high you're off the ground. And 60, 70, that lower number is how you are, how far you are sideways from the controller. The H is the home point, which is where you started from. And you can change that in the app. On the bottom right here, these are pro settings. These are manual settings. You've got 4K 60, which is my choice with D-Log M. You've got 4 hours and 49 minutes or so left in recording time on the SD card I've got inserted. I'm choosing the auto white balance, the 6400 shutter, 100 ISO, f-stop 1.7, EV at 00, which is what the defaults came to. I'm fine with that. I can always adjust in post because I'm shooting D-Log. Up here, you'll see the histogram, which is a good sign that the auto settings are pretty decent here. I decided to give it a test here while in flight. I wanted to see if I can switch on the controller from C mode, which is the Cine mode, over to normal mode, and it would not let me do it while it's in progress, as you see here. At the top right, this colored circle with the 41 in it is extremely important. 41 indicates the percentage of battery life left on this battery on the drone itself. It also indicates, if you tap it, the amount of time to return home, the amount of time to force land, and the amount of time for the battery to be depleted. The reason why these are zeros is I did not actually tap it while in flight doing the screen recording, so I just want to show you the graphic that you will see. The 812 here, 813, 810-ish, is basically the estimate of time you have left to fly, the recording time you have left to fly on this drone. The RC number is the percentage of the signal that you have on the remote controller itself, right there. As long as that's strong, you know that the remote controller is going to be in control of this flight. This triangle right here is very important as well. That is the front vision sensor that you have the access to with both C mode and N mode, but not S or sport mode. This is your satellite. As long as you have strong satellite signals, you can fly the drone. And the top left is an advanced menu that is a whole separate video. If you want more information on that, I can do a high-level video on that. Please comment in the section below this video. The rest of these panels, obviously this is the recording button. You see it recording as I'm shooting. Above that, you do see the film strip. The film strip is going to give you more advanced settings, which I don't want to bore you with or confuse this video with as far as shooting modes. And the bottom is basically your media or your album, which allows you to see what you've shot, which is very important before you leave the site. And of course, you've got the 1x mode, which is your zoom. You can go up to 3x, by the way, with 4K. You can go higher with 1080. You can change autofocus, which I do leave it in, to manual focus.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds. Return to home.
It shows this triangular green arrow, and then it kind of zooms into where you are to this cone and kind of a funnel, and then drops you down to where that home point is. It's pretty cool technology, nothing new to DJI users, but coming from the hover, this is pretty neat. As you can see, it's basically found the point at which I set the return to home to, and it's cycling down to where this drone was started from. I did do some manual maneuvering here to kind of make sure it was around a tree. And by the way, the last thing I want to point out is this downward red number here. That's the vision sensor kicking in and telling you how close you are to the ground. Thanks for watching, and please watch for more DJI Flip videos in the very near future. I get the ND filter soon. I'll be working really hard for cinematic footage. Thanks again.